So guys, here are the top 10 high in demand jobs in Canada, and I want to strongly encourage you not to rest in this year 2024. Just fire from all angles, from all the information that we are sharing. So guys, the economy of Canada continues to experience an increasing demand for foreign workers, and every year there are about 1 million job vacancies that are available that you can take advantage of. And so in today's video, I'm sharing with you top 10 high in demand jobs in Canada. And this information has been gathered from the Statistics of Canada website, as well as other job seeking platforms such as Job Bank Canada, Indeed, and LinkedIn. And these jobs cuts across various sectors such as manufacturing, transportation, the healthcare industry, the tech industry, and many more. So if you are interested in migrating to Canada in the year 2024 and beyond, I know that one of these fields, you are probably one of them, and I'm going to show you or talk to you about, what to expect in terms of salary expectation, as well as education requirements. And so I would encourage you to stick with me to the end of this video, and you might be part of one of these high 10 in-demand jobs, and also connect you with some websites and some information on how you can also apply. All right, so to begin with is truck drivers. So truck drivers often comes on top of the list for high in-demand jobs in Canada. That is because they are key in the logistics and supply economy or system of Canada. So transporting goods from one province to another, from one city to another, and it is expected, the expectation of the current statistics shows that about 8% of all the job vacancies in Canada are purposely allocated for truck drivers, and you are expected to get an annual salary of about 47,000 Canadian dollars. And the highest paying provinces include British Columbia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and Nova Scotia. And all you need is a completion of a truck driving training alongside appropriate licensing and endorsement. And if you haven't watched our video regarding the top 10 licenses which can earn you a job in Canada as a foreigner or as an immigrant, I will encourage you to use this link and watch the video. Right. At number 9 is welders. Canada is expecting to add close to 25,000 welding positions to the economy by the year 2028, making this profession or this trade high in demand. That is simply because of a lot of construction and manufacturing that is ongoing in Canada. And it is kind of high in demand throughout Canada, but the province of British Columbia and Prince Edward Island needs welders the most. So if you are looking to relocate, then I'll strongly encourage you to target these two provinces, although all the other provinces in Canada are also looking for welders. People that have welding experience are likely to have a strong advantage across Canada, and also to be considered for immigration purposes. Welders earn an hourly rate of anywhere between 20 Canadian dollars to 41 Canadian dollars. The provinces that have the highest salary for welders are Alberta, Saskatchewan, and British Columbia. So as far as the education requirements are concerned, it can vary from province to province, but typically you will need a certification in welding, either through earning it in a college or going to a vocational school, and also having an on-site training. At number 8 is licensed practical nurses. So due to the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as the aging population of Canada, there has been a lot of demand for healthcare workers, particularly licensed practical nurses. And licensed practical nurses offer assistance and care to people in a variety of settings, such as hospitals, care homes, and in the community, or even going into people's homes. Um, so what they do is that they offer hands-on critical care to people that need ongoing long-term care. And there are a lot of opportunities in Canada for people that have licensed practical nurse certification. And you will need a bachelor's degree as well as the appropriate certification or licensing from a provincial or a territory regulatory authority. And I know of provinces such as Newfoundland and Labrador, Prince Edward Island, British Columbia, that are actively looking for people that have licensed practical nurse experience. So if you are interested, I will encourage you to check the description section below and use any of the links that I'm going to provide so that you can also take advantage. For the provinces that have the highest paying salaries for licensed practical nurses, you'd want to look at Alberta. You also want to consider Manitoba as well as Saskatchewan. And LPNs or licensed practical nurses earn an average annual salary of 55,000 Canadian dollars. And this is a lot of money that you wouldn't want to be missed out. So if you're in Canada studying as a nurse, I would encourage you to look into this. If you are also back home and you are looking to migrate or relocating to Canada, then I encourage you to take advantage of this, as this can be a stepping stone to becoming a registered nurse. And that leads us into number 8 or number 7 on the list. And number 7 is registered nurses. So registered nurses are a little bit higher compared to licensed practical nurses. And similarly, just because of the COVID-19 pandemic and the stress that a lot of nurses went through, there have been a mass exodus of nurses within the Canadian healthcare system. So due to this shortfall and labor shortage, majority of provinces have a lot of immigration programs that is seeking to attract foreigners or those internationally educated nurses to come into Canada to work as registered nurses. The Northwest Territories, as well as provinces such as Yukon, Newfoundland and Labrador, Prince Edward Island, British Columbia and Alberta, are all strongly in need of nurses. And nurses can earn up to $70,000 as an average annual salary working in Canada. And similarly to the licensed practical nurse, you need a bachelor's degree in nursing, as well as a registration with a provincial or territory regulatory authority. And just as in the United States, you will need to qualify or pass your NCLEX exam to start working as an RN. So if you are looking forward to migrating to Canada as a registered nurse, I would strongly encourage you to look in the description section. Also watch our videos on how you can register for and pass your NCLEX RN exam. At number 6 is veterinarians. So vets. Like many other places in the world, Canadians love their pets. Though unfortunately, veterinarians are in short supply in Canada. So this makes this field a career which is most in demand job in Canada for several years to come. Many provinces have specific targeted PMP programs that are aimed at encouraging veterinarians to move into Canada. A veterinarian that is trying to build a career path in Canada is definitely required to have a license from the regulatory body within that province or territory, as this is a provincially regulated occupation. So you get certified by your province, and you get the opportunity to work as a veterinarian. You can earn upwards of 95,000 Canadian dollars as an average annual salary, meaning people can earn higher or others can earn lower depending on the province that they are in. If you want the province that has the highest paying salary for a vet, then you consider Saskatchewan, Edmonton, and Calgary. The minimum education is pretty much having a veterinarian license. So you cannot practice as a vet in Canada without having the appropriate license. If you are interested, check the description section of this video and you will find a link on how you can also gain access as a foreign trained vet to relocate to Canada. At number 5, we have industrial electricians. So not just any electrician, but electricians that are skilled and specialized in industrial activities. And having a Red Seal certification also increases your chances. Working in this in-demand job in Canada, electricians enjoy some of the best jobs in the skilled trades. In particular, industrial electricians are in high demand throughout the country. Newcomers to Canada with a relevant education and employment experience can easily land a job in Canada as an industrial electrician or another similar electrician profession. The average annual salary for industrial electricians or general electricians in Canada is 68,000 Canadian dollars. If you are looking for the provinces that have the highest paying, then you are looking at Alberta. You need to check Newfoundland and Labrador, as well as Saskatchewan. The basic minimum education requirement includes, having a college degree, on-site training, and the trade certification. As I mentioned, if you haven't watched a video regarding the top 10 licenses that you need to obtain the year 2024 and beyond in order to land your dream job in Canada, I'll strongly encourage you to watch that video and learn how or one of those licenses to see if it is applicable to you. At number 4 are accountants or bookkeepers. Accountants are vital to the operation of any successful company, not just in Canada, but all over the world. So as businesses are growing in the post-pandemic economy, managing finances has become an increasingly important factor to maintaining the success and the growth of many industries and organizations in Canada. Accountants can expect to easily find job opportunities throughout Canada with the potential for growth within the next few years. So if you're an accountant, I would even encourage you to, get some continual professional development with IT as an IT background, as an IT expert. That way, you can even boost your chances even more to earn more than the average salary, which can be in the upwards of 57,000 Canadian dollars. The most high paying provinces are Alberta, British Columbia, and Quebec. And for the business, for the education requirements, you need to have a diploma and a degree in any business related field, or a bachelor's degree, such as in accounting or MBA with a focus in accounting. So if you're an accountant, don't sleep on this information. Use the comment section below. Let's get interactive and let us show you how you can also take advantage of this, in this year 2024 to relocate to Canada with your family. All right, guys, thank you for sticking with us to this section of the video. There's the YouTube channel statistics shows us that over 70% of people that watch us haven't subscribed yet. So if you are interested in our content, if you are interested in motivating us and encouraging us to continue bringing you the videos that we do, then please consider subscribing to our channel, as that is a way of saying thank you to all the work that we do and to all the information that we bring. So for those that have already subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, just hit the notification bell below, hit the subscribe button. That way you're going to be part of our growing community and also enjoy the benefits of the information that we continue to share with you on a weekly basis. So at number 3 are web developers. A web developer is pretty much a specialist who is involved in the development of applications and or website. Typically, there can be a large scope of, to this type of project that one might have a chance to be able to work on in Canada. So with a booming tech industry, there are many options out there for you as a tech worker located in Africa, and Asia, and Europe, for you to migrate or immigrate to Canada. With Canada's global talent stream, web developers have a very solid pathway to obtaining a Canadian work permit. There are also several provincial nominee programs options that are available for you as a tech worker. And so if you are a tech worker, if you're a web developer, and you are interested in learning how you can immigrate to Canada, again, use the comment section and let us hear from you. If you already obtained a job in Canada as a web developer and you are willing to help other people, kindly also use the comment section below so that people can get in touch with you. The annual or the average annual salary can be in upwards of 80,000 Canadian dollars. You need a bachelor's degree or a master's degree in IT with a specialization in web development to be able to land a job. The provinces of Ontario, Alberta, and Manitoba are some of the highest paying provinces. So if you are looking for a lot of money or cash, consider the PMP programs in Alberta, Manitoba, or Ontario. And at number 2 are electrical engineers. So electrical engineer careers require, they're a little bit higher than electricians. And even though they do some hands-on activities or aspect of their job, they have the ability to design, analyze, and also create electrical systems. These systems are also then constructed and tested by electrical engineers, making them an essential part of the electrical system or infrastructure of any construction that is ongoing within Canada. So those who are working in this type of role are expected to maintain these systems and components to ensure that they can be operated safely. So safety, occupational health and safety is a very critical piece of any developed economy, and Canada being a developed economy is not different. So if you're an electrical engineer, you stand a high chance of obtaining a high paying, decent job that can earn you up to 6 figures. So the annual average salary of electrical engineers in Canada is 90,000 Canadian dollars. If you are looking for provinces that have the highest paying opportunities or jobs for foreigners and even visitors or citizens, permanent residents, check Newfoundland and Labrador, check Saskatchewan, and also Alberta. The education requirement can vary depending on the role, but all other things being equal, a minimum of a Bachelor of Science in Engineering can land you your dream job as an electrical engineer. And the top on the list for number 1 high in-demand job in Canada is pharmacists. So the pharmacists are responsible for distributing medicine and providing health consultants to advise about different medications. And a pharmacist can build a career path by working either in a hospital, in a pharmacy, or by starting their own pharmacy, or even working in a pharmaceutical company. Pharmacies are provincially regulated. That means you need to have a license to be able to practice as a pharmacist within Canada. To become a pharmacist, you pretty much need to have like a degree in pharmacy, pass your an exam, which is conducted by the Pharmacy Examining Board of Canada, PEBC. I'm going to put the link in the description box section below, so that if you are interested, you can look into how you can sit for this exam. And once you pass the exam, which is federally operated, You then need to apply for a license within the specific province or territory that you are interested in. And I'm going to share with you which of the provinces that have the highest paying jobs. And as you go through there, once you apply, you become a certified pharmacist within that province and within Canada. So similar to other professions in the medical field, pharmacists have been in high demand, in recent years, just because of the booming healthcare sector post the COVID-19 pandemic. And pharmacists can earn an average annual salary of close to 90,000 Canadian dollars. And you need a degree in pharmacy, as I mentioned, a PharmD degree. And having the provinces that pays high when it comes to pharmacies or pharmacists are British Columbia, Quebec, and New Brunswick. So guys, here are the top 10 high in demand jobs in Canada, and I want to strongly encourage you not to rest in this year 2024. Just fire from all angles, from all the information that we are sharing, whether they are the recruitment events, for skill trades, they are the recruitment events for healthcare options you can use. You know, legal immigration consultants in Canada, and I'm working. We are working towards inviting one of the most experienced legal immigration consultants in Canada to come on this channel. So you'd want to stick around, subscribe, and keep being part of our community. That way you'll be the first to know whenever we have this person coming on board. And we will not rest until you watching us have been able to relocate or migrate to Canada through all the information that we share. We would like to hear from you. If any of the links that we've been sharing, you've had any breakthrough, you've had any successes, we keep on having testimonies, and we want to hear from you. So until we come your way again next time, stay blessed.